Good morning. It is day 104 on trail. It's about 20 past 7 and we are just heading off. We stayed last night in a little stealth camping spot. The shelter was 0.4 of a mile off trail, and we weren't willing to walk down the hill to get to it, so we just found a little spot beyond the shelter which we could sleep in. It worked really well for us. We were pretty close to Rand's View and we did have a really lovely sunset last night, which was really nice. Today we are heading to Great Barrington. It is 25 miles to get there today. And so tonight we can have a shower and do some laundry and all those wonderful town things. I think there might be a Chinese buffet, which is always a bonus in our eyes, so looking forward to that if there is. Looks like it could be a bit of a rough day in between though. There's a few pretty steep looking peaks, straight up and downs, yeah, which will be a bit of fun I guess. There's also the border between Connecticut and Massachusetts, which we'll be crossing over today and leaving Connecticut for good, so that's pretty cool as well. So that sign's not quite correct with either the distance we've been or the distance to Maine, but we've definitely done 1500 miles now and we definitely have less than 700 miles to go. That's pretty cool. Right now I'm on the summit of Blood Mountain, which is the highest peak in Connecticut. Just over there is Massachusetts, which is where we're going next after lunch. Pretty much we head down off this mountain and we'll cross the border, so that's pretty cool. Interesting enough, Gut Hook reckons this is the highest peak in Connecticut, but not the highest point, because that's a little bit further back on the slopes of another mountain, which is quite interesting. But the view up here is beautiful and there's a breeze and a blue sky and it's just a wonderful day for hiking. So the sign says we're officially in Massachusetts. According to the map, I think we did it a little while ago, but that's okay. We now officially have 10 states done, which is pretty cool. It's pretty crazy, including this one. We've got 4 left to do, and I think realistically we'll be through Massachusetts in a few days and on to Vermont. This has been a really nice area walking through here, actually. Really nice stream that we've been walking alongside, and the walking today hasn't been too bad. I have to correct myself, you know, I say the walking hasn't been too bad. By that I mean the hills haven't been too bad. The walking's been great. Good morning. It is day 105 on trail. We're just getting back on the trail at US Route 7, which is where we stopped last night. We did a 40k day, a 25-mile day yesterday, and then went to the little town of Sheffield where we stayed at Jess's place, which is kind of like a B&B that she runs during the hiker season. It's just after 8 now, and yeah, we're heading off. Today's also my 30th birthday. It's pretty cool to be spending it on trail. Apart from last year when I was on the PCT, I haven't had summer birthdays before. From the southern hemisphere, my July birthday always falls in the middle of winter, so it's pretty cool to actually get to enjoy the outdoors and be out in the sun during my birthday. Kind of funny seeing it's actually just been raining this morning. I'm feeling a little bit homesick this morning. I got a video from my family, which is mocking the videos that I do every morning. Mocking exactly what I'm doing right now, I guess, but with some pictures from home.
Good morning, it's day 104 and it's my birthday. I'm just arriving here in Bucklands Beach for family dinner. The weather's cool, around 15 degrees Celsius, and there's been quite a lot of rain in the last 24 hours.
Hi, happy birthday.
Not entirely sure where we're heading today. The train looks pretty easy on the map, and if that's true, it'll be great. There's a really cool shelter. I think it's called Upper Goose Lake, which actually has beds and mattresses and a caretaker and a lake where you can swim and canoe and things like that. But it's 27 miles away, which in itself isn't too difficult, except, you know, we would have liked to have been walking, you know, an hour and a half ago or something if we were planning on doing a 27-mile day today. So I don't think we'll be heading there. We'll just have to wait and see how we go with progress this morning as to where we're going to end up tonight. not planning on stopping at this shelter for the night tonight, but it sounds like there's a thunderstorm rolling in, so we're going to head to the shelter and see if we can sit there and wait it out, and then we'll keep going afterwards. I think we've walked 22 k's so far today, so not too much further to go anyway, and it's only 2:30 at the moment. This isn't something that I've done on trail so far, but I kind of feel like I need to do it this morning. It's currently the next day, but I never recorded anything before going to bed last night, and I really feel like I need to. We ended up sitting in the shelter for about 2.5 hours while 2 thunderstorms rolled through. I was pretty glad to be dry and warm out of those thunderstorms, but the shelter was absolutely filled with mosquitoes, so it wasn't exactly a very nice experience. After that we walked another 4 and a bit miles to the Shaker campsite, and then once again getting water there. It was probably one of the worst mosquito experiences I've had so far. They were bad, they were really bad. I got a lot of bites through my clothing, so that really sucked. But then we set up camp around about 20 to 8 by the time we got inside the tent and got everything set up. So it was quite late. Wasn't the best birthday I've ever had. No. The mosquitoes, the thunderstorms, the hours of sitting around, really not much fun. The walking itself was great, particularly after the thunderstorms when it was cooler. The sky was just like dripping on us a little bit. That was really lovely. And I had a really good night's sleep last night, so that was really great. But I was definitely a little bit homesick yesterday. It's not something I've really dealt with on trail or while I've been traveling before. I think it was a combination of the video that my mum and sister made, and also knowing that I don't know when I'm going home next. So those two things kind of played on me a little bit.